Ocean pollution is a severe problem that the entire world is faced with. The problem is, many people aren't even aware. There are a variety of different things that contribute to ocean pollution. Some of the most severe and common ones include plastic, fossil fuels, oil spills, and climate change.
Our oceans are polluted with an estimate of 171 trillion plastic particles, which would weigh around 2.3 million tons.
Only 9% of global plastics are recycled each year.
These plastics can result in serious implications for marine life. Microplastics release toxic chemicals into the oceans, which contaminate plants, animals, and even humans. Ocean pollution affects the health of over 3 billion people. Toxic chemicals like lead, mercury, and microplastics contaminate the ocean, making their way into seafood. Consuming too much contaminated seafood can lead to serious health risks, like birth defects, cancer, decreased fertility, life-threatening diseases, and even paralysis. Now that we've gone over the huge issues with contaminated seafood, let's move on to another problem our oceans are faced with. Climate change is immensely impacting our oceans in a horrific way. This implements a huge issue considering half of Earth's oxygen comes from the ocean. It's decreasing slowly, but we need to act fast if we want to save our seas.
As climate change gets worse and worse, temperatures will continue to rise, bringing ocean waters along with it. Ocean warming is decreasing O2 levels in the water. This implicates huge issues for ocean productivity, nutrient and carbon cycling, as well as marine habitat.
Along with this, the pH of ocean surface waters has fallen by 0.1 pH. In other words, this means that the acidity of the ocean has risen by 30%. This process is called ocean acidification, and it negatively affects many marine organisms like shellfish and coral.
So right now I'm in the science room, and I'm going to conduct an experiment to demonstrate what ocean acidification looks like. Of course, this is not to the same extent, but it's just to give an example of what's going on with the shells and other marine organisms in the ocean. So I have my scale, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh each. I have 2 of these paper filters, and I'm going to weigh each one. And on the filter, I zeroed it out by accident. Just did it again. Okay. Okay, 0.6. And each filter, I'm gonna write in pencil the weight of it. So this one's 0.6 grams, and then this one is also 0.6 grams. You want to make sure to record both of the filters, not just one, because sometimes they weigh heavier than the other one does. But this time they weigh the same. So then next I'm going to take my shells and I'm going to measure them. So this shell is 2.5 grams. I'm gonna write that down. And then this one is 3.6 grams. Okay, and back for the second part of this experiment. I have my H2O shell, it's completely evaporated. And I also have my vinegar one, but I wanted to show you what the inside looks like. Like, that's pretty cool. So for the one with the vinegar, it actually ate away at like the bottom of the glass, so it's a bit like scratched up. Kind of just shows a bit more of like how it affects not only the shells but also other things in the ocean. Zero 0.3 0.7, or I guess 0.70 grams. Just so you guys can see what this shell looks like, it is completely ruined. It's literally like eggshells.
Ocean pollution requires effort from everyone, and many people are lazy and don't realize the huge problem at hand.
Many people like to take part in ocean cleanups. They are a great way to help clean up the beaches as well as inspire people to cut down on their plastic usages. Sometimes these cleanups face criticism due to plastic not being the only cause for ocean pollution.
Cleaning up the oceans is a great way to help save many plants and animals from ocean pollution. But it's not the first step we should be taking. We should first get to the root of the cause.
The first step to bettering our oceans is to cut down the usage of greenhouse gases. We can do this by siphoning energy from renewable resources like wind, sun, and the oceans. It's not reasonable to believe that we will completely stop the usages of fossil fuels, but scientists are already working on shifting more focus to these resources. This will drastically decrease the amount of toxic chemicals that are being released into our atmosphere and our oceans. This will cause a decrease in global warming as well as possibly restoring the oxygen, O2, and pH levels in our oceans. The next step would be to cut down on our plastic production and come up with a biodegradable version that causes no harm to marine life. Of course, this is easier said than done considering how much our society relies on the production of plastic, although this would help our oceans immensely. Lastly, we could put our focus on cleaning out the plastics that are currently contaminating the ocean. This solution is very broad and would require research and support from experts all over the world. When faced with problems that are so much bigger than us, it's hard to commit to helping and can make us feel so small. As a high school student, I understand this feeling, so I've researched and came up with 7 different solutions that an average person can implement into their daily lives to help conserve our seas. Reduce your usage of single-use plastics. Support legislation to curb plastic production and waste. Recycle. Participate in beach cleanups. Avoid buying products that contain microbeads. Spread the word. And lastly, support organizations that address plastic pollution. Hopefully this documentary has helped inspire some of you to want to help conserve our oceans. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you too can help save our seas.